Well, I'm Sarah Maynard.
I'm David Maynard. We're having Dalworth basically sterilize and clean our house so that our 12-year-old daughter, Kelly Maynard, can come home to a safe, clean environment after being released from the hospital for having stem cell transplant. She was diagnosed with cancer in April of 2015. So when Dan offered me the Dalworth Extreme Clean to come in and basically clean out all the vents, clean the walls, clean the counters, clean the backsplashes, all hardwood surfaces, all the carpeting, and do it at no cost, that was amazing. I couldn't have imagined or prayed for something like that to happen. When you had nowhere else to turn, and then somebody out of the blue just comes and answers every single prayer and concern you had in one phone call, it was amazing, to say the least. was at the hospital whenever she got rushed to the ICU. So, and I was very, you know, I knew she had a fever. We were up until probably 2 o'clock in the morning when she started getting a low-grade fever, and they were a little concerned. I fell asleep for a few hours, literally 2.5 hours. Got woke up at around 6:30 with a nurse calling for a code blue for all the nurses to come in. A simple bacteria or virus did that to her, and that's really when it hit me. It scared me that something that simple could happen that quick and make her that ill. So at this point, I mean, everything and anything I can do to make sure that she doesn't have any bacteria or mold or fungus in this house to come home to, and make sure it's safe for her. And if SteriMist, you know, cleans all that stuff out, I mean, everyone that's going through this should know about it and should use it. The thing that, how do I say this?
It's almost like being able to put her into a bubble.
It is almost like being able to put, this is a SteriMist bubble.
It's as close to a bubble as we can get, isn't it?
Well, you know, it's a little bit, it's harder to feel safe bringing her into a home because it's not a closed environment like a hospital room that can be sanitized and disinfected, and we can move her from one room to the next like they do in a hospital and clean that room and then move her. This is going to be her home, and it needs to be safe. And the SteriMist product, you know, disinfects the entire, you know, house, the walls, the counters,
The air,
everything. I mean, it's gonna make sure it's a safe environment for her to come home to. It's honestly like putting her in a little bubble in her home to make sure that there's no mold, there's no fungus, there's nothing that could make her sick when she comes home.